Hi, my name's Debbie Mierisch. I'm the principal of Milgate Primary School in East Doncaster in Melbourne. We've been doing CASSE for 2 years, and it will be good to see in the next couple of years the impact across the whole school community as we drive it out into the community. I would recommend it to other schools. I know when we first went into it we were really unsure about what it actually looked like, because it's not an actual program and you need to shape it to what's right for your school community. And certainly we have done that, and it can look different in different schools depending on the needs of the school and the culture of the school community. But certainly, I think the other power of the program is that it's driven by the students too, and the focus is on repairing relationships and on resolving conflicts and becoming a peaceful school, and that's our aim in it. So yes, I would recommend it to other schools to take on as a proactive program in terms of helping students to be upstanders and to develop the skills to deal with conflict and to maintain peace within the school as far as possible. CASSE was a program that when we first looked at it thought that it would fit really nicely with what we're already doing in the school, and part of what we were wanting to develop in our students is greater resilience, because even though our students have lots of support from home and are really keen academically and so on, sometimes they're not particularly resilient, and when issues happen within the school ground and between other students, they don't quite know what to do, and they'll go to teachers, or they might go to their parents, and then their parents will come up to the school. And so probably one of the purposes was to help students develop social skills and conflict resolution skills, and to be able to deal with that. And even though we use restorative practice and circle time and so on and other programs, CASSE, the other thing about CASSE is it's a whole school approach and it's a whole community approach, and it involves parents, students and teachers. And so therefore it's a very proactive way of shifting the culture within the school. So as a result of being selected to go into the pilot program, we've worked over the last couple of years with the students, and we've used the model of being an upstander rather than a bystander in a conflict situation, and all of the students across the school use that language about being an upstander instead of a bystander, and think about, they've also talked about the skills that they need to help them to be an upstander. The CASSE team have been working together with one of the teachers to talk about some of the issues that happen, particularly in the playground, and how to manage that. And there's certainly been a shift in terms of the way that the skills that they have learnt and what they've been doing. We've been able to, some of them have actually assisted other students in conflict situations, and students are more likely to be upstanders than bystanders and do something about it. We've also been able to link a couple of younger students in with some of the CASSE leaders, who perhaps younger students have been having issues in the playground and feeling a bit worried, so that they've got someone older to go to talk about anything that's happening for them. And the CASSE leaders look out for other children in the playground who might be having some sort of conflict. We also have CASSE awards at assembly, so students or teachers can nominate students to get a CASSE award if they've been helping other students or being upstanders and so on. And the CASSE leaders have also done some role plays on being upstanders in conflict situations with students to try and start to model behaviour about how to be more resilient. We recently did, last year in 2012, we did a bullying survey across the school, and we've just done it again this year in 2013, and in the 12 months we've seen a shift in what the students are saying in terms of the fact that teachers are responding more if there's an issue between them, and also that there seems to be less bullying because they're able to begin to deal with it. And so that's been a real shift, and CASSE has had an influence in that, or a part to play in that as well. So it's gradually becoming a whole school community approach. The other thing is that the parents, that's the area, the parent area is the area that we need to be working on now. We do have a parent who's been very keen, and we do occasionally we put things in the newsletter, but we're trying to work on getting parents engaged in it so that we can actually give them, so they can have an understanding of what CASSE is about, so that they can talk to their children about it if they're in conflict situations when they go home, and how are you an upstander, or how could you be an upstander, and what could happen in this situation. And so that's probably our next stage of work, is working more closely with the parents to bring it, to broaden CASSE into the school community rather than just with the students. But certainly it's been a very successful program, and in talking with the students, it's amazing to see the shift in some of their thinking and some of the skills they've developed, and how they can actually articulate that. So from our point of view, it's been successful and will continue to be so in the future.